keep frozen. Okay, let's do this eBay unboxing. Oh my God. I didn't expect it to be that big. By the way, that seller gets an A++ for packing. That was one of the best. That's the way you're supposed to pack things, boys and girls. Fragile things or fragile things. All right. So what the heck is this that I got for $9.99? Now, I almost hesitated and didn't buy it. I was like, even though it's antique and I collect crystal boxes or any kind of boxes, whether they be wood or crystal or made out of ivory or what have you, I love antique Victorian and Edwardian boxes and even Georgian boxes and Regency era boxes. But I almost passed this up, and I'm glad I didn't. Looking for markings. Sometimes you'll find them near the hinges. I don't see any. This was probably silver plated. Now, I could try to clean it, but by the way, this smells funky. I can try to clean it, but I might take the plating off. So I think I'm going to just leave it au natural, but I'm going to clean the glass. Well, I can only clean the inside of the bottom and the top. But okay, so during the Victorian era, it was very, by the way, this glass is filthy. That's why I didn't really take to it at first. And I thought this was some 1970s made in Taiwan or Hong Kong type of piece of crap. And then it dawned on me as I was looking, oh, we forgot to look at the seller's photos. Let's go ahead. I don't even think I had that in the 70s store type of decorative box. Pictures were just, I mean, really not anything like that gives me much information. And so I said for $9.99, what a moron if I just don't even at least take a chance. So bug collecting was a popular hobby in the Victorian era and influenced culture, literature, and jewelry. And here we go. Insect collecting was a popular educational hobby. It left its mark on European culture, literature, and songs. Victorian books were full of bugs. And insects in jewelry was very popular. So insects, especially beetles, were a popular trend in jewelry. The trend peaked in the 1870s and 1880s. Okay, once collected, insects must be killed before they damage themselves, trying to escape. Killing jars. What the hell does a killing jar look like? Oh, that is a killing jar. Okay, that is macabre. Apparently, it's very hard. I did not realize this. It's very hard. You have to actually wet the dead bug. And we'll actually watch a video with someone doing it. And it's a whole process that takes time.
Thousands of tears later. Thousands of tears later.
Collect these. So this box is not only for glass collectors, box collectors, and bug collectors. There's actual people that collect the 19th century or the 1800s Victorian bug boxes. Look at this. Look how they're all labeled. Ugh. Oh, that looks like my beetle, the green one. And there we go. Look at the labeling, all by hand, pinned up. And these things sell for hundreds, if not thousands. I found really cool. Look at this. It's a freaking drawer box that has the specimens, and you pull it out. Let's try to go ahead and take a look at this. This is Georgian era, so it's before the Victorian era. And look at the drawers. They open up, and the specimen set is inside the drawers. And you pull out the specimen sets. What did this sell for? Well, it's being sold for $2,127.46. That is highway robbery. But it's interesting all at the same time. Interesting Victorian entomology taxidermy display under a glass dome. Sold out. We don't know how much for, but look at this. Under a glass dome. And look how they did that. That's pretty darn cool. I think there's a moth over there. There's some butterflies. I think that's a dragonfly. Wow. So I think what we have is Heliconius melpomene. pomene. And I think we have what's known as a postman butterfly. Okay, so I think because ours is so colorful, we may have a male. I don't know. Wait, do you see this? We may have a male. I don't know. But now, where the hell does this butterfly come from? I'm like having a ton stroke again. Yeah, I just get so excited, boys and girls, about the history and research being done on things. Holy shiz. The Penelope butterfly was actually, the species was named and found by a person by the name of Staudinger in 1894, and it came from Bolivia. Look at the species of these butterflies. It's almost always that it comes from South America. We got a South American butterfly. A green, really wild iridescent beetle that is in the box is what's known as a jewel scarab beetle. Jewel scarab beetle comes in all different colors. And it depends on something called chitin, chitin. It's a thing they produce that produces their color, their iridescent color. And I guess they come from Central America. Aha! So our butterfly comes from Central South America, and so does the darn beetle. Okay, so when I first started collecting glass, well, I was looking for antique glass. I was looking for this really great, brilliant, American Brilliant period crystal and European ones. And I bought this. Yes, and I paid way too much freaking money for it. And I thought this was cut glass. I thought this was actually crystal. And here's how you can tell. Look for the damn seams. And here, I didn't notice it, but until I started learning more and more and trying not to get screwed and paying too much. Do you see the seam going down the center? Yep. That's how you know that it's not hand-cut glass or crystal. Another clue, let's take a look at the neck. You can look at the neck of the bottle and try to find these damn seams. Let's take a look. And, oh, you see it? You can see the line. If I turn it a certain direction, you see that line? That's a seam. And then it follows and it goes down the edge of the glass. Sometimes you can clearly see it. Get it? Clearly see it. There's a seam right there on the bottom. Right down going into the center of the piece. But I paid way too much for this thing. I'm no expert on American Brilliant period glass, but here's an AI explanation on Google. The American Brilliant period was a time from 1876 to 1920 when the United States produced high-quality hand-cut crystal glass. The glass was considered the finest in the world and won many international prizes. How it began. Immigrants brought skilled cutters to the United States. The discovery of high-grade silica to the United States led to better glass-making formulas. Natural gas replaced coal-fired furnaces, improving the glass-making process. How it became popular. American glass was displayed at the Centennial Exposition in Philadelphia in 1876. The T.G. Hawkes Company won the grand prize for cut glass at the World Exposition of 1889 in Paris. Libby Glass Company made brilliant cut glass popular at the World Columbian Exposition in Chicago in 1893. How it declined. Changing tastes and cheaper pressed molded glass led to the decline of American Brilliant period glass. Many companies used low-cost methods to create their glass, such as acid polishing and using molds. And then people did not want to pay higher costs for glass. And then it just went all down the shitter. And pretty much Depression glass moved in, cheap Carnival glass moved in, and that was the end of that. We're going to clean the box, and then we're going to come to what my conclusion is and what I think is going on here. Did somebody who owned this box put this in here and use this as some kind of display case? Or did the company do this? And I'm starting to, I'm speculating here, but let's clean it. Look how filthy this is. So what an amazing time capsule this is. It's so cool to see something that was preserved and over 100 years old. And so I cleaned it up. What the heck is this? Did the company make this without the cuts in the top on purpose so somebody could use this as a shadow box? I've only seen like 2 other examples with the cigar bands, but that was it. I scoured the whole entire internet. Did they make it as a display box? Was it an employee that had what's called the end of the day product that they made for themselves to actually not put the cuts in it so they can put their own bug collection in there? What do we have here? What is this? Is this a prototype? Is this something that was actually made by the company this way so they can actually come up with a design by using real, actual, live, preserved bugs and flowers so they can etch out a design and come up with a new pattern? My guess is as good as yours. A lot of speculation. But if you know, please write it in the comments below what you think may have happened here. If you recognize part of the pattern that's on the bottom part, which looks like some kind of forget-me-nots or daisies or cosmos with the etching, and can tell me what company made this, because there was a lot of different companies like Pearpoint and Libby and Hawks and Mount Washington and Wavecrest and, CF Monroe is the same thing. But you know what I mean. I really lucked out on this, I think, for $9.99. I couldn't afford this if I paid full price, because one like this in this size and very heavy would probably sell in the $200 to $600 price range. Yeah, it's pretty subjective. One seller will list this for $150 and another will list the same one in the same pattern at the same size for $600. So these things are really cool and beautiful. And we got ourselves a Victorian / Edwardian time capsule. This was probably made between, I'm going to guess, 1890 to 1916. So once again, thanks for watching. If you know anything about it, please help me out in the comments below. And we just saw a time capsule, an amazing time capsule. I tried to clean it. I'm not going to clean the metal part. I could shine it up. Not going to do it. I screwed up one of these already by doing that with polish, taking off the silver plating or nickel plating, leaving the base metal exposed below, destroyed the damn box. So I'm going to leave it with the patina. And there we go. There's Jewel and there's Penelope. And I just love this box. Oh, I can't get over it. So thanks for watching again. And I'll see you guys. Oh, we got more unboxings coming. So hit the subscribe button. We might find some really cool, amazing butterflies and bugs and antiques and all sorts of shiz. By the way, Penelope was discovered in 1894 in Bolivia. And so I love her. All right, we're going to go now. And I can't stop talking. Ay, ay, ay. All right, guys.